I'm back. I didn't plan this video, to be honest, but it's something that I really need to talk about. It's actually not something, it's someone. It's Ayrton Senna. And the best Formula One driver of all time. And you might not agree with me, but I was born in Brazil, so growing up watching him, he was the best driver of all time, and we still believe that because he was much, much more than just a driver for us. And unfortunately, we lost him 27 years ago today. And it's something hard to talk about, but I think it deserves to talk. Because at the time, the economical situation in Brazil was really hard. And basically, he was the only happiness we had at the time. And me growing up, watching him was like a family tradition. Every single Sunday, we would wake up early just to see him drive. And even when he was driving in Japan or any other track where the time was completely crazy, we would stay awake after like until 2 o'clock in the morning. I think was the only time when my mom and my dad would let me stay awake at that late the night to watch him race. And he was way much more than a driver for us. And the fact that he was very good driving in rain, for whoever who just like and follow motorsport to be like, he practiced a lot, he's good. Of course, if you practice a lot, you get good at it. But for us, was way more a deeper meaning. He was showing to every single Brazilian at the time that if you work hard on an adversity, you succeed. So the message was much stronger. And facing what we were facing at the time, with a lot of poverty and social disparity, it was something like crazy, because he was putting the name of the country, he was showing the world what a Brazilian can do. And even knowing that he came from, let's say, comparing to the other most of the population in Brazil, he came from a good family, a relatively wealth family. And I don't know a single person that would say that he was there because he had the ways to be there, he had money. Never. Every single Brazilian that was watching him on the screen is because of his determination, because what he could do, and he was showing us that any of us could do the same, no matter what, if you work hard. And that was the biggest message for us, and that was we so passionate for it, because that deeper meaning for us. And if you stop and think about that for a second, and you look at him driving, you understand. If you had that mindset, you understand how deep it can be when you grow up on a place that's not favorable to you, and when you have to like really fight for what you want and what you need and the basics. So yeah, I really want to talk about that and give my little short testimony about it. I could talk about Senna for hours and hours, but that's not only it's gonna be a too long video, but also it's gonna be very emotional for me, and that's why I have this here and I have that other over there, is because he's my role model growing up. And every time I feel down and I feel that I cannot do something, I remember him and how much he fought to get where he got. And so it brings me back up. And I will make a series in the future about him, because there's a lot of content about him, but it's most of it in Portuguese. So I'm planning to translate as much as I can Of course, you're working with copyright and stuff, because that's the hard part. You always have to be careful about that. But as much as I can get stories about him that maybe only people who speak Portuguese can understand, videos and stuff, you don't have writing about it. And I would like to do that as my, just to say thank you to him in some way, and to show to as much people I can, show what he meant to us growing up as a kid, like as your idol. It makes us what we are today, and in some point, in some degree. So yeah, that's what I want to just put it out of my chest. And I was, as I said, I wasn't planning this video for today. I was planning to show my rig today, but I need to record more about it, more detail. So I'll see you next time.